Okay, welcome back, YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me or joining us today. Before we start, let's just ask for blessings. So just want to invite you all to put your hands over your heart. To the divine supreme God, divine Father, divine Mother, to all the great, great ones, holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. To my spiritual teachers, Master Chokak Sui and Lord Mahaguruji Meiling. To my sacred teams, Mother Earth, all the plant medicines. To our higher souls, our divine selves. We humbly ask for your divine blessings, love, kindness, compassion, for divine illumination, divine oneness, abundance and prosperity, inner healing and physical healing, for the inner strength to continue their spiritual practices, for divine assistance, divine soothing, healing energies, divine guidance, divine protection. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, and in full faith, so it is. Thank you. Okay, so based off of some of the conversations we were having on the call earlier, I think that it would be really good to review. I think we talked about this in the last one, but I think it'd be still good to always review this, is to talk about forgiveness. And forgiveness is something, in my understanding, is probably one of the more, if not the most important things to be able to do when it comes to spiritual growth. So in order for us to really talk about this, we have to understand, first of all, who we really are. And the way that my teacher, Master Ko, and his teacher, Master Chokak Sui, teaches is they kind of share this in an I am affirmation. So in this affirmation, what it states is, I'm not the body, I'm not the emotions, I'm not the thoughts, I'm not even the mind. The mind is just a subtle instrument of the soul. I am the soul. So by looking at that, just from that, like recognizing that I'm not the body, I'm not these emotions, I'm not the thoughts, I'm a soul. And we can show this even deeper. If I say, okay, move your arm. So you move your arm like this. Who's moving the arm? You might say, okay, I'm moving the arm. Okay, so I moved my arm. Feel anger, feel happiness, feel sadness, feel whatever. And if you sit there and you feel that emotion, you feel whatever's going on, and say, okay, who's feeling that emotion? I'm feeling that emotion. And then if I say, think of an apple, think of a train, think of a car, who's thinking of these things? Who's thinking of the apple, the train, the car? And you say, okay, I'm thinking of these things. Who is the I in all these things? The I is the soul. The I is you. So I'm moving the body. I'm feeling these emotions. I'm thinking these thoughts. That does not mean that I am the thought. That does not mean I am the emotion. That does not mean that I'm the body. I'm just using these things to interact with the world. Very similar to a carpenter making a piece of furniture. Maybe they make a chair or they make a table or something. That does not mean that the carpenter is then the table or the chair. Same thing with like a pianist. If this person comes up to a piano, they start hitting the keys. Maybe they're making music, or maybe they're just making noise if they're not maybe that skilled at that certain thing. No matter what it is they're doing, they're making beautiful music, or they're making maybe noise that it doesn't sound quite as good. They are not those sounds. They are not that music. Same thing with us going through the world. Maybe you're making beautiful music. Maybe you're doing certain actions, maybe saying certain things that are pleasant to the ear. Maybe people like that. And they hear it as music. They like it. Or maybe you're on that piano. You're doing things. You're saying things. You're thinking things that are maybe not so good. Maybe you're you're harming people, you're cursing people, you're doing things that are making people feel upset or angry in a certain way, or whatever it is. Your actions are causing people to generate their own emotions about the situation. So in these cases, say we'll just dive down the bad noise example. Just rolling with this. So let's say you come across somebody and they do something that you start to feel angry towards. You're like, how could they do something like this? Why would they do something like this? Blah, 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 blah. Whatever the thoughts and the feelings that start to come into your head around the situation. And it's important for us to recognize that this person, whoever it is, they are also not their body, not their emotions, and not their thoughts. They are also a soul moving through this life and interacting. And all of us are here, whether you realize it or not, we're on a spiritual journey, and we're here to grow and evolve. And in order for us as a soul to grow and evolve, it requires us to make mistakes and to learn from them. So we're all making mistakes. We're all doing our best to learn and grow and evolve from these mistakes. And evolution involves time, process, and lots of mistakes. So I want forgiveness. And this is kind of I've shared this in past videos, but this is a law of karma thing. I want forgiveness for what I've done, for mistakes I've made, because I'm sure in this life, or if you believe it or not, that in past lives, I've probably made mistakes that are probably not so good. Or even in this life, I know I've made mistakes doing certain things that didn't turn out the way that I wanted, or whatever it was, or whatever the mistake is. We've all made mistakes. I want forgiveness for that. So in order for me to receive forgiveness from the inner world, from the higher beings, I have to give it. There's a really amazing prayer that my teacher likes to reference a lot, and they use it for this meditation that Master Chokok Sui teaches, called the Twin Hearts Meditation. It's the prayer of Saint Francis of Assisi. And in that prayer, one of the lines, it says, "It is in the giving that we receive." So by giving, we also receive. Same thing with the law of karma, or if you want to look at it like the golden rule, I want others to treat me. Why am I blanking on the golden rule right now? Golden rule. Golden rule is I'm treating others as I want to be treated. Okay, my brain just like died there for a second. Anyways, so the golden rule. I treat others as I want to be treated. So very simply, I'm not going to treat people badly because I don't want to be treated badly. I don't want to harm somebody because I don't want to be harmed. All of that will come back to you in some form. And that's pretty much what the law of karma states, is that if you do a certain action to somebody or whatever, that action will be multiplied and sent back to you in some form. That doesn't mean that it's going to come back from the same person, but it could come back to you in some way. So maybe maybe you punch somebody and then like it harms them in a certain way, and then later on you trip and you break your arm. That would kind of be an example of law of karma. And I know it may be kind of sound out there to some of you, but it is a thing and it's real. It's the law of karma. So back to the forgiveness piece. There's two things that you have to be aware of when it comes to forgiveness. There is inner forgiveness and there's outer forgiveness. Inner forgiveness is therapeutic. There's a quote from my teacher, Master Chokok Sui, that states, "Inner forgiveness is therapeutic. If you do not forgive, you cannot be internally healed. Forgiveness heals the soul." Inner forgiveness is therapeutic. If you do not forgive, you cannot be internally healed. Forgiveness heals the soul. The way I interpret that is that if we don't forgive, if we don't let go of our anger, our resentment, whatever it is, those emotions sit in the physical body in certain organs, usually specifically certain chakras. But oftentimes, like the liver, for example, holds a lot of anger. If you keep holding on to the anger, it will rot and it will start to hurt your body. It's actually worse for you than a bad diet, for example. So like a lot of people are really interested in health. They want to eat healthy. They want to do good things to their body. And that's great. And I encourage you to do that. However, if you're holding on to anger for a really long time, it will do more damage to you than a bad diet. So you could go out, you could eat McDonald's every day, you could eat donuts every day, a bunch of trash, whatever you're doing, a bunch of sweets, whatever it is your body is craving, just letting it run wild with a bad diet. That would actually be better for you than holding on to anger, which is, for me, that sounds wild, but it's a real thing. It can cause diseases, it can help to cause cancer. All these different things can happen if you hold on to anger for a long time. So by letting this go, letting go of your anger, it will heal the body. It will let you move through whatever it is that might be causing certain issues to show up. It's one of the major factors when it comes to healing. So inner forgiveness is for all, no matter what, no matter how justified it is, period, the end. Like whatever excuses, whatever you might think, like, oh, this person did this, I could never forgive them. If you're thinking that, then you are basically saying that if I ever make a mistake that's really bad, I can't be forgiven either. And I personally want to be forgiven for anything, whether it's from people is one question, but I want to be forgiven by the higher beings and be able to move through that, or even forgive myself and live with myself, like those kind of things. I don't want to walk around with guilt. Some level of guilt is good because it helps you learn, but holding on to that stuff is not helpful. So it's always a balance with that. But again, inner forgiveness is for all, no matter what, no matter how justified. Let the anger go, move on, etc. Outer forgiveness is for most, but not all. And outer forgiveness is basically and simply what you do with the person. So it could be that maybe somebody said something to you that you didn't like, or maybe they did something that you didn't like that maybe isn't really harmful, but is irking you in some way. So maybe the solution to that is, okay, I'm going to go have a conversation with this person. I'm going to talk to them and bring it up and just say, like, hey, I saw that you did this and you repeated this action or whatever it was, or maybe you harmed me in some way or whatever it is. And here's what I feel, and here's what I think, and here's what I think the boundary should be. And then you have that discussion. And that's kind of like a basic, like simple way to approach that stuff. And all of that can be from a simple case of just talking to the person, all the way to the more extremes of like, okay, now I need to get lawyers involved, now I need to get cops involved, I need to get whoever involved in order to be safe and move through whatever it is that's important here. So all of those things would be different depending on what your situation is, and I would encourage you to talk to people that know more about this stuff. Maybe if you need to get a lawyer involved, talk to them, or if you need to talk to a cop or a therapist or somebody that could help you with that process, I would encourage you to talk to those people and to get help if you don't know what what to do in whatever situation it is. As far as like spirituality and emotionally, it's very important to ask yourself, am I doing this out of vengeance, or am I doing this out of anger, or am I doing this out of necessity? If it's out of vengeance or if it's out of anger, then you have not forgiven the person, and there's a tendency to do way more than what's needed when you are holding on to those emotions. Like, oh, I'm just going to get back to that person. Like, they hurt me, so now I'm going to really get back at them, kind of thing. And in those cases, you have not forgiven. And it's important to revisit, like, and we'll go through an exercise together in a minute here. But it's important to revisit this exercise of forgiveness and to move through and to let go of those emotions so that you can be clear on what is needed and then take those actions. Are there any questions from anyone on the call about any of this stuff? Okay. So I think it'd be really helpful for us to go through an exercise, and instead of just me talking about these things, I want to make it a little more real for you. So what I want you to do is just, for those of you on the call or if you're watching the video, think of somebody that you feel upset towards. And maybe it's someone recently, maybe it's something that happened in the past. Just bring up some example, like some time in your life, like maybe someone did something and you felt angry, or maybe they failed to meet expectations. You started feeling a lot of resentment towards the person. Maybe you had to repeat yourself a whole bunch and you were just like, oh, why do I have to keep saying this to you? Like, why can't you get it? Like, whatever it is, and whatever the emotions are. And just have this person in your mind. Ideally, let's just start with one person. And what I want you to do, and for those of you on the call, just put it in the chat. Out of 10, how angry do you feel with this person? 10 being like super angry, I could never forgive them, I'm so pissed, etc., and 0 being like, I feel no anger towards them, I forgive them, etc. So just get that number in your head, and for those of you on the call, just put like whatever the number is out of 10, like what do you think it's at? And it doesn't have to be exact or perfect, just maybe like a ballpark. Like, it could be like, oh, 7 to 8 or 5 to 6 or whatever it is. Okay, 7. And the reason that I'm doing this is like we want to get basically we want to understand like where are we at before we do the exercise, and then we can check in again afterwards and see, okay, where are we now after we've done the exercise to forgive and to let go of these things. So, because otherwise, how would we know if anything changed? Okay, awesome. Thanks for sharing. All right, so okay, yeah, we'll start with that. So what I want you to do, first we'll go through some questions, and you don't have to answer them. I just want you to sit and reflect on what it is that like you're reflecting or hearing, what's coming up for you. And then we'll move into the energetic part and really release some of the emotions around it. And the reason for this is we could go through the energy part first, but I think it's important for us to learn whatever lesson it is and to understand something before we fully let it go with energy. Because if we don't understand something and we just like let it go, there's a good chance that it'll just kind of recreate itself and come back into our life. So by learning whatever lesson it is and doing our best to extract the lesson from the situation or the person or environment or whatever it is, and just learning from it, then we can truly move through it and then actually let the energy go. Talk therapists, for example, do a really great job of this. You sit down, you talk through things, they help you to understand and to really move through things. And the part where therapy kind of, in my opinion, falls short is that you just talk forever. Whereas if you combine therapy with pranic healing, for example, you go to the therapist, you talk things out, understand mentally what is needed or what you need to understand with the situation, and then you come to someone like me, and then we help you just to release all the stuff around it. energetically what's happening, I'll just briefly mention this. Energetically, what's happening when you're talking through something, maybe you're complaining about something or just talking about a negative situation, that energy is in your body. To a certain extent, when you talk about it, some of it will be released and disintegrated, and you'll feel a little bit better after talking about it. However, also by focusing on it and reliving it or whatever it is, you also simultaneously energize it again. So, like, if you could imagine like levels, like maybe it starts up here, and then by talking, it reduces maybe down to here, but then also it energizes a little bit, and then it's still lower, it's still less, but it just very kind of slowly shaves it down. Whereas in my opinion, the faster way to do this is to go to the therapist, figure out what's going on, talk it through, and then we use energy just to yank it all out and release it all. So it's a much more efficient and faster way to do it. Okay, I think it's enough talking. So have this person in your head, whoever it is, have your number. I just want you to listen to these questions and just reflect. And these are questions that I got from my teacher, Master Ko. I took from one of his videos. I'll put that in the description down below, so you can hear his opinion and what he thinks about all this stuff, which I highly recommend doing. Okay. Is it possible that this person has a mental illness? Is it possible? Is it possible that the reason they acted that way, that before you had that encounter, they had a bad or even traumatic event happen prior to it? Is it possible? Is it possible that this person acted this way because of their upbringing? Is it possible, and this is a harder one, is it possible that this is happening because this is a mirror for me to learn certain lessons I have not yet brought to the surface? Or said more spiritually, is it possible that the lords of karma are putting this mirror up because I did something similar to someone else? Is it possible that this is preventing me from making a bigger mistake? Is it possible that this happened to create some humility in me so that in the future I'll be more aware of how I talk and how I act? Is it possible that this is happening because this is one of the biggest obstacles that prevents me from having inner peace? Is it possible? So just from those questions alone, I'm just curious, did the number change at all? Did it increase? Did it decrease? What is the number at now? Okay, so a little bit down. Cool. Awesome. Okay, so let's see if we can do a little bit more. So let's do a little exercise. So I just want to invite you to put your hands over your heart like this. And then close your eyes. And just imagine maybe 10, 20 feet away, you're looking at whoever this person is. And verbally repeat after me. Namaste. The presence of God in me honors the presence of God in you. Namaste. Now visualize that person turning into brilliant light. After all, we're forgiving the soul, not the body. And again, verbally repeat, Namaste. The divinity in me salutes the divinity in you. We are all children of God. We are all growing and evolving. Evolution involves time, process, and lots of mistakes. I've had my share of mistakes and learned from them. So can you. May God's peace and love be with my soul. May God's peace and love be with you. Namaste. Now be aware of your lower back, the Mingmen chakra. Be aware of the upper back, the back heart chakra, the crown, top of your head, and be aware of a light floating just above your crown. So awareness on these 4 spots, the lower back, the back heart, the crown, and the light above. And I want you to breathe in through the nose, awareness on the lower back, breathing in through the nose, bringing it up to the upper back, breathing in, up to the crown, breathing in, up to the light, breathing in and hold. And let it go through the mouth. And verbally say, you are completely forgiven. Go in peace. I release you. And then leave your awareness on that light above. Allow the emotions to transform from anger, resentment to peace, from peace to forgiveness and to compassion. Okay, we'll do that again. So awareness on the lower back, breathing in through the nose, awareness on the lower back, breathing in, up to the upper back, breathing in, up to the crown, breathing in, up to the light, breathing in and hold, and let it go through the mouth. And verbally say, you are completely forgiven. Go in peace. I release you. And then just leave your awareness on that light. Okay, we'll do that one last time. Awareness on the lower back, breathing in through the nose, bringing it up to the upper back, breathing in, up to the crown, breathing in, up to the light, breathing in and hold. And let it go through the mouth. Verbally say, you are completely forgiven. Go in peace. I release you. And just open your hands at the heart, palms facing outwards. Just verbally say, may you be blessed with inner peace, with inner healing. May you also learn from your mistakes and spiritually grow. You are completely forgiven. I release you. Namaste. So be it, and so it is. Okay, open your eyes, look at me. And just do this and say, cut, cut, cut. Okay, what is the number at now? How do you feel? How do you feel towards this person? Has it reduced? Has it changed at all? Where is it at now? Awesome. So much from a 5 to a 1. That's great. 3 to 4. So from a 7 to a 3. Okay, this is great. So we did that in 2 minutes to go through that whole exercise, 2 to 3 minutes. This will be on YouTube. I would encourage you to go back, do this exercise as many times as you need. Really, the ideal that we want to look for is we want to get that from whatever number it is all the way down to a 0. And again, some people want clarity, some people want to understand a situation, talk to a therapist, go see somebody that can help you with that. And by doing this type of work, by clearing out the thoughts, the emotions, all the junk that's in the aura, in the body, you will then be clear and be able to understand and receive clarity about whatever the situation, whatever it is you need to do. So I just encourage you to keep doing that so we can move through this stuff. Okay, so just really quickly, I want to talk about the sound and pranic healing, then we'll go into that part of the ceremony. One of the most important things you can do is to relax, allow, and receive. The more that you relax, allow, and receive, the better all of the healing is going to work for you. There's a tendency when we feel negative emotions, or if we feel maybe negative thoughts coming up, or even like a lot of chatter or whatever, or even if it's like pain, for example, there's a tendency to tense up around whatever it is that's going on. There's a tendency like, oh, that hurts, and I'm just going to do this. Or, oh, I feel anger, or I feel sadness, or whatever it is, and I'm just going to kind of curl my body up and just tense up. What ends up happening when we're doing that is through that tension, you actually don't allow that stuff to be released. So the more that you can, and this can take practice sometimes, the more that you can relax and allow those things to be experienced. And it might sound counterintuitive that you're allowing yourself to experience the emotion or the thought or even the pain, the quicker it will move through you and out of you. So one hack that I like to share with everybody is if you start to experience something like that, maybe it's an emotion, or maybe it's thoughts, or maybe you are just feeling like tension, or you're clenching your fists, your jaw or something. Just silently say to yourself, I allow, and then whatever it is. So if it's a clenched jaw, I allow my clenched jaw. If it's anger, I allow this anger. If it's a chatty mind, I allow my chatty mind. I allow all these thoughts. I allow. And for most people, by giving yourself permission to experience the thing, your body will then simultaneously relax, and then the healing can then do its work and release the stuff that might be in your body. Vibrationally, from sound, the body, through the sound waves will vibrate and start to shake the body subtly. That shaking will bring that stuff to the surface, those emotions to the surface, the pain or whatever it is, it'll bring it to the surface. And then that vibration will then allow it to be released because it's kind of just shaking it off. When this is combined with energy healing, I'm just kind of explaining this a little more for those of you who are new, the sound will shake it out. The energy healing will use our energy to basically sweep all the stuff out of you. If you know, for example, and this is the basis of a lot of the pranic healing stuff, if you know, for example, that the liver stores a lot of anger, then we can use our energy to then sweep the liver, take that energy out, and then throw it in like salt water or some kind of disposal unit. Usually salt water is good enough. Throw it away in there, clean our hands, and then there you go. You cleaned out some of the liver, you energetically cleaned out some of the liver. So that is basically what I'm going to be doing for those unaware. I'll be using sounds, I'll be using energy. We'll go through and we'll clear all the chakras at the end. And it'll just be a short but powerful meditation for everybody. So again, though, you don't have to know all that for it to work. The most important thing is just to relax, allow, and receive. And I think we'll leave it at that. I don't want to overwhelm you, so we'll leave it at that. So I just want to invite everyone to get comfortable, either seated or laying down, whatever feels good for you, and we will get started in just a moment. Okay, so just inviting you to close the eyes if you haven't done so already. Inviting you to breathe in through the nose, filling the belly and holding, and letting it go through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, expanding the belly like a balloon, and holding, and letting it go through the mouth. And one last one, breathing in through the nose, bringing the breath deeper and deeper, and letting it go. Allowing the breath to return to normal with the eyes still closed. I want you to imagine, sense, feel, or see this violet light is washing over your entire body. And this violet light is entering into every part of your being, saturating the blood, the bones, all the organs. Every cell in your body is saturated in violet light. And just allowing, relaxing, and letting go. or healing of any situation, so be it. aware. Be aware of the gap between the thoughts. Be aware of the gap between the emotions. Be aware of the gap between the breaths. Be aware of the stillness at the top of your breath, the stillness at the bottom of your breath. Be aware of a brilliant light floating just above your head. Be aware of the stillness in that light. Be still. Be aware. And let go. Be still. Be aware. And let go. Gently, gently, gently coming back to the body, keeping the eyes closed, gently coming back. I want you to bring awareness to your crown chakra, the top of your head. The divine energy from God is coming down, down, down through all the higher beings, through your spiritual teacher, through your higher soul. It's coming down, 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 and entering into your crown chakra, disintegrating deeply and thoroughly all the negative energies in your crown chakra. Your crown chakra, your brain is being deeply and thoroughly cleansed. So be it. The divine energy is going down and entering into your ajna chakra, the place between the eyebrows. Your ajna chakra is deeply and thoroughly cleansed of all negative energies. The divine energy is going down, 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 and deeply and thoroughly cleansing your throat chakra. Your throat chakra is cleansed of all negative energies, all negative self-talk, anxiety, worry, all low self-esteem energies are disintegrated, extracted, expelled, properly disposed of now. So be it. The divine energy is cleansing your front heart chakra. Your front heart chakra is deeply and thoroughly cleansed of all negative energies. Your back heart chakra, the upper back, is deeply and thoroughly cleansed from all the negative energies. All energies of grief, betrayal, sadness are all disintegrated, extracted, expelled, properly disposed of. Now, so be it. The divine energy is going down, 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 entering into the solar plexus, the front solar plexus chakra, the place between the ribs. Your front solar plexus chakra is deeply and thoroughly cleansed of all negative energies. Your liver is being deeply cleansed. Now, so be it. Your solar plexus is deeply cleansed. The divine energy is entering into your back solar plexus chakra. Your back solar plexus chakra is deeply and thoroughly cleansed of all negative energies. Your back liver is cleansed. Your kidneys are being cleansed. Your spleen is being cleansed. Front back spleen is being cleansed. All subconscious negative emotions, thoughts, old calcified ideas are all disintegrated, extracted, expelled, properly disposed of now. So be it. Your front back solar plexus chakras are now deeply and thoroughly cleansed of all negative emotions, negative energies, all stress energies, anxieties, fears, all the negative emotions, negative thought forms in your solar plexus are deeply and thoroughly cleansed now. So be it. The divine energy is entering into your navel chakra, the place where your belly button is located. Your navel is deeply and thoroughly cleansed of all negative energies. So be it. The divine energy is going down, down, down. Your sex chakra is deeply and thoroughly cleansed. Your reproductive organs are deeply and thoroughly cleansed of all negative energies. All trauma energies, anger, resentment, shame, humiliation are now disintegrated, extracted, expelled, properly disposed of now. So be it, so be it, so be it. Your hips are being cleansed. Your perineum is cleansed. The divine energy is cleansing your entire spine. Your Ming-Main chakra is being deeply and thoroughly cleansed. The divine energy is going into your basic chakra, the place at the bottom of your spine. Your basic chakra is deeply and thoroughly cleansed of all negative energies. All poverty consciousness is now disintegrated, extracted, expelled, properly disposed of now. Your hips are being cleansed, your legs are being cleansed, knees, feet, all the way down to the ankles and feet. The soul chakras at the bottom of your feet are being deeply and thoroughly cleansed of all negative energies. Now, so be it. Your entire body is cleansed. Your entire aura is cleansed. Your forehead chakra is deeply and thoroughly cleansed. Your crown, your brain is being cleansed. Ajna, your entire head. Your eyes are being cleansed. Your throat, jaw chakra, throat chakra, secondary throat chakra, your arms, your shoulders, arms, forearms, hands, and fingers. Front back heart chakras are being cleansed. Front back solar plexus are being cleansed. Front back spleen is being cleansed. Front back liver is being cleansed. Your navel is being cleansed. Your secondary navel chakras are being cleansed. Your sex chakra is being cleansed. Your hips are being cleansed. Your perineum is being cleansed. Your entire spine is being cleansed. Your kidneys are cleansed. Your basic chakra is cleansed. Your legs, knees, going all the way down to the feet. Your soul chakras are cleansed. So be it. Cut. Cleansing. The white light, the divine white light, is coming down, 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 and entering into your crown chakra. Your crown chakra is filled with white light. It is cleansed, energized, and healthy. Your ajna chakra is filled with white light. It is cleansed, energized, and healthy. Your throat chakra is filled with white light. It is cleansed, energized, and healthy. Your back heart going into the front heart is filled with white light. It is cleansed, energized, and healthy. Your front solar plexus chakra is filled with white light. It is cleansed, energized, and healthy. Your back solar plexus is filled with white light. It is cleansed, energized, and healthy. Your navel chakra and secondary navel chakras are all filled with white light. They are cleansed, energized, and healthy. Your sex chakra is filled with white light. It is cleansed, energized, and healthy. Your basic chakra is filled with white light. It is cleansed, energized, and healthy. Your soul chakras at the bottom of your feet are filled with white light. They are cleansed, energized, and healthy. Your entire body is surrounded by white light. You're swimming in an ocean of white light. Just inviting you to gently breathing in through the nose, absorbing that white light into every part of your body, holding, gently letting go, breathing out. Gently breathing in, absorbing all that white light into every part of your body, holding, gently letting go. Gently breathing in more white light into every part of your body, gently letting go. Gently breathing in white light into every part of your body, holding, gently letting go, letting go. Allowing the breath to return to normal. And slowly and gently coming back to the body. Inviting you to wiggle the hands and fingers, feet and toes. And slowly and gently opening the eyes and returning back to a seated position. Okay, everyone feeling better? Let's let's make sure we release some of the excess energy. So while you're seated, I just want you to hold your hands at the chest level, palms facing outwards, and imagine the earth as a small ball in front of you, and just silently follow along. May Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. May every person, every being be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. So be it, so be it, so be it. May all be blessed by God and all the higher beings. So be it. Now have your palms facing down towards your bottom, the bottom of the floor. And imagine light from the bottom of your feet and the base of your spine going deep down to the earth, maybe 10, 20 feet down. Silently follow along or silently repeat. May Mother Earth be blessed. May Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. May Mother Earth be regenerated, rejuvenated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. May Mother Earth be blessed with good air, good water, and good earth. Blessings be to our beloved Mother Earth. Blessings be to all. So be it. Thank you. Okay. You can come back and open your eyes. All right, we'll do really quick movement just so we can really make sure that we don't leave you with energy congestion. So I just want to invite you to stand up. We'll just do a really short movement just to shake all this out. So I think you guys can still hear me. Let me do this. Okay. Okay. So just massage your face. Massage the face. Gently tap the head from the top, going all the way back. Top going all the way back. Going down, down, tapping the chest. The stomach area, just tap, tap, tap. Tap the right side, the liver. Tap the left side, the spleen. Tap the whole abdomen area. Tap one of the arms, going down on the outside. Coming back up on the inside. Tap the armpit a little. Tap the other arm, going down. Other arm coming back up. Tap the kidneys, the mid-back area. Going down to the lower back. Tapping the hips. Going down one of the legs. And then back up. And then down the other leg, just tap, tap, tap. And then back up. And then just shake the whole body out. Just shake, shake, shake. Shake the body. Okay. I think that should be good. Just want to take your seat again. All right. Okay, so just a couple quick announcements. For those of you on YouTube, please like, subscribe, follow me, comment, all the things that are needed for that. Do that, please. And for those of you that would like to join these live, I do these live every second and fourth Saturdays of the month from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you want to join these live, get your questions answered, get more feedback, whatever it is, I'd encourage you to join and be a part of these calls. Yeah, I think that's good. If you're ever in Minnesota, or if you want to receive personal healings, I offer this type of work, and I do personalized healings for people to really dive deep on whatever it is. Pranic healing is a really, really powerful modality. There's been a lot of research that's gone into it, a lot of science, a lot of research in like what actually works, and really focusing on like results, like how does this actually help somebody? How do we move through certain things? There's a lot of different protocols when it comes to different diseases. So, for example, with respiratory illnesses, what has been observed is that there's a tendency for there to be a lot of negative energy in the solar plexus, the heart, the lungs, the throat, the ajna, and a little bit the crown. So by knowing this, we can use energy to release all the stuff there and sweep it out and clean those spots, energize it with fresh prana or fresh energy. And by doing that process, it accelerates the healing for whatever it is you might be going through. And there's huge, very long books, like this is just one of them, filled with protocols about like how to actually move through certain things. So if that is an interest of you, or if it resonates with you in any way, I'd love to help you out and work with you. This can be anything from a simple headache all the way to helping cancer patients out, helping them with whatever they're going through. So yeah, I would encourage you to check that out. All the links will be below. For those of you on the call, I'll put my link tree in the chat here in a second. You can check that out. On top of that, I would encourage everyone to join the the Discord community server. So I just started this recently, and I'm kind of pushing everyone towards it. It's just a really amazing way for us to kind of stay connected and to be in a community with each other and to hear like, here's things that I'm finding interesting. I share videos from my teacher in there a lot. I share different teachings that I find. And it's just a way to like connect with like-minded individuals, people that are interested in this kind of thing and might be interested in healing, might be interested in spirituality, or anywhere from like just starting to maybe people who are really advanced. So I'd encourage you to join that. All that will be in the link tree and the link below. And if you're ever in person, or if you're here in Minnesota today, I'm having an event in like an hour here called Cacao and Connection, which is another free event that is just a way for people to connect and really get to know and chat with people, because I recognize that events like this don't always encourage a lot of like talking and like conversing with the people next to you. So I wanted to create an event where we could do that. You could meet everyone that comes to these things and talk to them and get to know them, maybe form friendships or whatever. So encourage you to come to that. And then last announcement, I do every first and third Fridays of the month, again in Minnesota, in-person cacao, sound, and pranic healing ceremonies. Those we go a little bit deeper than what I did today, and they'll involve a spiritual teaching, cacao, and really deep healing. So I would love to support you and see you in any of those things. But outside of that, I'm just very grateful for all of you who have showed up on the call, and very grateful for all of you who have watched the video today. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's just say a closing prayer, and then I'll stick on the call for anyone who wants to chat afterwards. Okay, so put your hands over your heart. To the divine supreme God, divine Father, Mother, to all the great, great ones, holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, to our sacred teams, Mother Earth, all the plant medicines, to my spiritual teacher, Master Chokok Sui, Lord Mahaguru Jumeling, to my higher soul, my divine self, we thank you for all your priceless blessings and for all that you do. We're so, so grateful. Thank you. Lord God, please assign a healing angel to everybody here and everyone watching to continue the healing until it is complete. And please close all portals with thanks and in full faith. So be it, and so it is. Thank you. Okay. Bye, YouTube.